the fast-paced modernity and urban life, there are people who choose to slow down and view the world through a different lens. One of them is Ridwan Manantik, an Eastern Indonesian painter who has deep concerns on the environment. Almost all of his paintings channel criticisms towards damaged environment caused by human. Ridwan expects people to enjoy his work not only aesthetically, but to also gain deeper knowledge on environmental issues.
Ternyata saya itu dari kecil memang hidupnya di tengah-tengah pemulung, di perkampungan pemulung, yaitu Jakarta Selatan. Tapi belum ada kesadaran tentang apa itu sampah, apa itu lingkungan. Nah, pada saat saya menekuni dunia seni rupa, kan hambar tuh, hanya mengejar omset. Tapi saya pikir ada sesuatu yang saya harus hadirkan. Hingga pada saat tahun berapa ya, kurang lebih ya, beberapa tahun ini, saya berpikir bahwa sampah itu cukup menarik dituangkan ke dalam bahasa gambar, bahasa visual.
Through his life stories, which are full with struggles and thrilling experiences, Ridwan Manantik finally established a social and environmental initiative called Rumah Anak Bumi, which is located in Bogor at the outskirts of Jakarta. Ridwan understands that art and environment are two things closely related that can work together to create positive change. It is like both sides of the same coin.
Kalau Rumah Anak Bumi ini punya cerita khusus sebetulnya ya, yang itu juga hasil pengendapan yang cukup lama. Saya masa kecil saya itu hidup di jalan. Jadi saya usia SMP kali ya, saya tuh hidupnya di jalan, makan sisanya orang, nyemir sepatu, jual koran dan sebagainya. Nah, setiap hari kan tidurnya di mana? Ya di emperan toko, hanya berbekal kardus bekas, cari di sekitaran Pasar Baru. Nah, Jatinegara di kota itu, udah malam itu ya cari kardus hanya untuk tidur. Tapi ingatlah ada satu lagu yang judulnya Rumah Beratapkan Langit itu ya. Saya pikir sesuatu banget gitu loh, bahwa bagaimana suatu saat saya mimpinya suatu saat punya rumah, kepengen buat orang banyak. Saya nggak tahu namanya apa ya. Nah, tiba-tiba dalam gerakan-gerakan saya membantu masyarakat, mengedukasi anak-anak kecil yang sekitar sini, kepikiran Rumah Anak Bumi. Ya rumahnya bagi makhluk bumi.
Through Rumah Anak Bumi, Ridwan opens a space for everyone to grow their creativity and build social movements focusing on the environment. Every week, he leads his community to hold a drawing session for groups of people. He says the sessions are not merely about paintings, but also about creating arts that can open people's eyes and hearts so that they can care more towards their surrounding nature. Ridwan then took a step further by collaborating with fine arts and design faculty of Jakarta's Trisakti University, as well as state-owned pawn shop company Pegadaian, to create a bigger vision of arts. Through the collaboration, Ridwan and his community promote the potentials of Parung Panjang village in Bogor Regency, West Java. Parung Panjang has become a creative village which is centered on local wisdom with the hope of improving local economy and the quality of life of its surrounding communities. The establishment of the creative village became a concrete action of Rumah Anak Bumi, which has been running for 10 years since its first establishment in 2013.
Dalam usia 10 tahun itu, usia yang harus belajar lagi dari nol. Nah, makanya kita mencoba membuka kembali ruang-ruang baru di desa-desa. Nah, kita buat rumusan hasil riset saya dan teman-teman gitu kan, ada Mas Adikara di sana, yang kita riset dimasuk desa-desa sebelum memilih 4 desa. Riset kita tentang antropologi, tentang sosial, ekonomi, berkaitan dengan banyak hal. Sehingga bisa kita rumuskan, oke, ini yang memungkinkan.
The 4 creative villages continue to expand their works. The Lumpang village creates handicrafts from used tires, while other handicrafts made from garbage center are made in Cibunar village. The 3rd village, Gintung Cilejet, creates woven bamboo handicrafts, while Jagabita village produces goods made from certain bamboo interlaces.
Nah, masing-masing desa itu memiliki potensi beda-beda. Begitu juga manusianya. Nah, karena di desa ini potensinya ada, katakanlah bambu. Oke, mereka memang pengrajin bambu. Ini kebetulan ada satu desa yang memang penggagas bank sampah. Nah, sampah-sampah itulah kita olah menjadi barang produktif, barang pakai. Nah, begitu seterusnya.
The most prominent products of Rumah Anak Bumi are bamboo woven, such as rice baskets, rice trays, hand fans, and regular baskets. Ridwan says there is a high demand for those handicrafts, reaching at least 500 orders. In addition, the products have also captured international attention. Aside from making handicrafts, Rumah Anak Bumi also supports local food and beverage, micro, small, and medium enterprises. One of their F&B products is tea from moringa leaves, or daun kelor, which is not only refreshing but also known with its health benefits, such as easing blood circulation.
Namanya Rumah Anak Bumi, rumahnya bagi makhluk bumi. Harapannya bisa bermanfaat buat banyak orang. Yang kedua, bisa menjadi payung bagi banyak orang untuk orang kreatif, ya, anak-anak muda yang kreatif. Harapan besarnya adalah mengembangkan potensi manusia lokal yang ada di desa-desa. Karena bicara desa pasti bicara tentang mimpi. Bicara desa pasti bicara tentang potensi. Dan bicara desa adalah bicara tentang negara, tentang bangsa.
Ridwan Manantik and his community have become a living proof of how arts and care towards the environment can create a space for inspiration, creativity, and positive change. His initiative through Rumah Anak Bumi shows how an individual can contribute to his or her communities and surrounding environment through creative and meaningful ways.